Natural disasters will soon be a thing of the past,
proclaimed Professor Seni Latif, Project Chief of Meteorological Manipulation at Lightning Technologies. Tests of his new invention, the weather machine, showed positive results in controlling natural disasters, until it was discovered that for each calamity the machine stops, it creates another storm somewhere else. Dreams of stopping floods and cyclones are now replaced with nightmares of causing blizzards, droughts, and tornadoes. The government officials funding his research have turned to you, the professor's assistant scientists, to create new prototypes that will clean up the meteorological mess your mentor made. Latif's legacy is that of a brilliant yet mad inventor, but with the right breakthrough, your work on fixing his mess could bring you accolades and even a Nobel Prize. The race is on to be the first to develop the right technology to harness Latif's out-of-control weather machine. In Weather Machine, you play as assistants to the brilliant but careless Professor Latif, securing government subsidies to acquire the robots, machine parts, and chemicals required to right the crazy conditions that Latif's weather machine keeps creating. The player who gains the most renown from publishing papers and creating prototypes wins. Each round, players use their subsidies and investment capital to set future goals and receive funding, complete actions at one of the locations on the board, and watch Latif run his latest weather machine experiment, which will inevitably create more problems for you to solve. Like all good science work, we begin by fighting with your colleagues over access to resources. At the supplies location, you can spend your vouchers to construct robots that operate the dangerous experiments and acquire the rare chemicals that fuel them. Better get your hands on them before your rivals, because as the supply runs low, your costs go up. And all that science stuff takes up space, so make sure you expand your workshop as well. If you're low on vouchers to spend, your next stop should be the government building, where you can sell machine parts to the government for their own weather devices in exchange for useful subsidies and a few vouchers on the side. No one likes begging the government for financing, but it's a vital part of the scientific process, at least if you want to keep the Bunsen burners on. Working for the government also allows you to discover new research on each of the weather types, which you'll need if you ever want to discover how to stop the chaotic climate changes. Once the red tape is out of the way, you'll want to get to work in Latif's lab, uncovering just how the weather machine is causing these disasters and potentially how to stop it. Assist Latif in his experiments by supplying robots and chemicals to the different branches of his massive machine. At the end of each round, Latif will try to run one of his inventions, and those who help him will gain renown and some insider research on how to control the different weather types. You can use the research you've been collecting to publish papers on the different weather phenomena, earning fame and coming closer to fixing the climate chaos. Don't have all the research you need? You can cite your rivals' papers to help finish yours. It's not plagiarism if you cite your sources. Finally, there's research and development, where you can use your hands-on experience to counteract Latif's machine and make prototype machines of your own creation. You can research the specific weather types by contributing bots and chemicals, which also gives you additional research you can use to finish more papers. And you'll need published papers if you want to complete a breakthrough, where you create your own prototype machine which will calm down the inclement weather conditions. For now. If you're successful in building a prototype, you'll be showered in awards, which you can use to complete more papers and could lead to a Nobel Prize. Only the scientist who uses their resources and research most effectively will gain the most climate points and win the game.